welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a Pilates mat workout with the little bender ball. So any little ball, squishy ball will work. I have used my kids' playground ball before. I actually bought this off of Amazon and I think I got a 2-pack for like $12. So not very expensive, easy piece of equipment to add to your home gym. If you don't have it, you could use a small pillow, but it'd be much better if you had a ball. So we're going to start with the ball behind our back as we're sitting on our butt with our feet. I almost lost the ball right to start. Feet bent, knees up. So you're going to put it right underneath your lower back. And I will say I've done this many times before, but I haven't done it in this shirt. And this shirt is a little extra slippery. So it was giving me a hard time as I was practicing this. So you're going to set it behind your lower back and then you're going to lean into it. So it's pretty comfortable right here. You could stay here. Your core is turned on a tiny bit, but it's not really under a lot of tension. You can start with your hands behind your thighs right here. You're going to exhale as you press into that ball, tucking that tailbone under, and then sitting up. When you sit up, you're not coming up tall because that's when you lose the ball. So it's a small tuck the tailbone under and sit up. Exhale as you tuck under. Think of that tailbone reaching long and sit up. Now when you tuck under, you should feel your core turn on and sit tall. One more, right like that. Good. Lift the arms up parallel to the legs. Exhale, tuck that pelvis under, roll back, breathe. The ball is there for feedback, not necessarily full support. So you're not using the ball to stay upright. You're using your body. And the ball is just giving you feedback that you're tucking that pelvis under, rolling back, and pulling that waistband back. One more like this. Good. On this next one, we're going to hold it back. Lift your right arm up towards your ear. Bring it down. Lift your left arm up. Make sure your shoulder stays down. When you lift that arm up, you want to make sure you're not hiking that shoulder way up as you do. One more, both sides. Keep reaching that tailbone long. Feel that core pulling back at the waist and sit up. Exhale, tuck that tailbone, roll back. Lift both arms up to your ears. Breathe and bring it down. Exhale, bring them up. And back down. Use your breath as you lift those arms up. Feel the core work a little harder. Last one like this. Drop the arms and sit up. Exhale, tuck that tailbone under, take that right arm, reach it back towards the far corner of your mat, twist the torso, and then come back up to center. Twist the left arm back to the far corner of your mat. All the twist is coming from your torso. So you're reaching, look over that shoulder, look with your gaze as you turn your whole body. That was the wrong words to use, turn your whole torso. Good. Keep going right like this. One more, both sides. Helps to exhale at the hardest point. So breathe. Come back up and sit tall. Release all the way from that ball and sit up. Good. Hopefully your your core all the way around is warming up. Now we're going to move that ball a little bit higher and lay into it. So almost like you were on your forearms, that ball would be right underneath you right there. So from here, you're going to tuck that tailbone under, lift the arms up so you feel your core turn on, pull your right leg towards your chest, have your right hand towards your right ankle, left hand towards your right knee, and pull it in. 3, 2, 1. And switch. Outside hand to outside ankle. 3, 2, 1. Feel that leg stretch, but also feel your core have to work to hold you on the ball, but also be in that slight lift position. We're moving with control and precision, so we're not flailing things around. One more, both sides. Last one. Good. Leave the left leg on the ground. Reach the right leg straight. Pull it back. 3, 2, 1. Bend it down. Lift the left leg up. Pull it back. 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep switching. If you've done any of my other videos, you'll notice that these are an adaptation from some of our ab series where we do our single leg stretch and our double leg stretch and then our single leg straight stretch. So just sometimes we attack things from a different way to hit some different muscles. So when you're here, I want you to think elbows wide. Can you pull that leg back with your back? It's a lot easier when you don't have that lift to worry about. Not that you're not worrying about it, you're using it, but in a different way. It's not quite as much under tension. One last one, both sides. Good. Now hold those knees. You still have that tailbone reaching long. You're in a long curve right here, so your rib cage is tucked down. We're going to extend those arms up like as if we were doing double leg stretch, and then swoop the arms around and hug the knees. Exhale as you lift those arms up in line with those ears, and then swoop them around and grab those knees. Good. Lift up and swing them around. One more like this, and bring them around. Do you see how when we have our knees in for double leg stretch, we extend them out and swoop them around? That's what we're working on. It's much harder up in this lifted position, and not one that we would do normally, but just to show you what we're aiming for when we extend those arms. Good. Let those feet come down. Sit up to a tall sitting position. Take that ball out. Lay all the way down onto your bum. You're going to take that ball. I cannot hold on to it today. You're going to put it against your left knee and lift your left knee up to chair leg. You're going to take your right hand behind your head, and then you're going to come up in a twist of your torso to connect your right elbow to your left knee with the ball. Okay? Left hand's going to come behind your head. Now from here, push your right foot into the floor, push your right elbow into your left knee, and breathe. And release. Exhale and push. And release. Exhale, push. Two more like this on this side. Make sure you have that elbow and knee connected and you're twisting. So right now I'm pushing my left elbow to the floor, my right elbow to the ball, and my right foot to the ground. And release. Last one. And release down. Let's switch to the other side. Take that ball onto that right knee. You're going to put your left hand behind your head, twist up. You're going to see the back of my body for this exercise. Elbow to knee, upper hand towards right hand to your head. You're going to exhale as you push into that ball and then release. So you're going to push your right hand to your left knee, left foot to the floor. Breathe and release. 3 more. And release. 2 more. Last one. It's a small movement, but it's very powerful. And release. Good. Relax on down. So that was a version of crisscross, and hopefully you felt your core all the way across as you pushed that elbow to knee. If you didn't, let me know. I'm always curious to hear. All right, we're going to hold the ball up to the sky first. Feet are going to stay onto the floor, knees bent. We're going to do some bridges. So holding the ball straight up, we're going to inhale. As you exhale, tuck that pelvis, press your feet, lift up to the sky. Holding here, you're going to drop that ball overhead and pull it right up above your chest. Slow and controlled. Things to think of as you're dropping those arms down. Keep your rib cage tucked towards your ribs. So what we like to do naturally with our body is open up the ribs and lose that connection. You need to go slow and controlled so ribs stay down, and you let those arms go down only as far as your ribs stay down, and then lift it up. Let's roll down through that spine, upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone, and release. Inhale, exhale, lift up to the sky, breathe. Drop those arms down, keep the rib cage closed, and lift it back up. Drop it down, and lift. 2 more. Make sure you're evenly pushing through the floor. You're keeping that core connection so you're not losing that rib cage connection. You're not letting those flare open. And if you ever don't know what I'm talking about, please just let me know. Hold the ball up, roll down through that spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. tailbone hits, and release. Good. Take that ball, put it down between your knees. So everything else is the same. We're going to put our hands down by our side. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to give a gentle squeeze of the ball, tilt that pelvis, and press on up. Then slowly roll down through your spine. When your tailbone hits, release the squeeze. Exhale, squeeze that ball, tilt that pelvis, press through those feet, lift up, and then roll back down. 3 more like this. Exhale, squeeze those knees together, tuck that pelvis, press and lift up, and then slowly come back down. Last one like this. You're going to inhale, exhale, squeeze the ball, tuck the pelvis, and lift up. Now holding up, just squeeze the ball. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Breathe. Inner thighs are connected to our deep core. So if we exhale while we squeeze those inner thighs, think of that core wrapping around. Two more. Good. Squeeze the ball, slowly roll down through that spine and release. Leave the ball right where it is. Moving on. Inhale, exhale, tuck that pelvis, squeeze that ball, press on up. Now, holding here, we're going to extend that right leg, squeeze the ball so you can extend that leg with the ball squeezed together. Release it down. Exhale, extend the left leg, squeeze the ball together. It's going to help keep those legs solid. Press it back down. Exhale, extend the right leg and squeeze and press it back down. Use your breath. Exhale, extend the left leg, squeeze the legs together. Don't drop or lift the hips. Bring it down. One more both sides. Inhale, exhale, blow all of your air out, slow and controlled. And inhale and put it down. And exhale, extend the left leg. And bring it down. Both feet down, roll through that spine, tailbone hits. Go ahead and release. You can grab that ball, set it to the side for a second, grab the knees, give a little wiggle. Good. On this next one, you're going to put your feet exactly where they were for the bridge, lift those hips up, and put the ball underneath your lower back, okay? Takes just a tiny bit of adjustment to get it right, especially with whatever your shirt is doing, but get it right underneath your lower back, right at your tailbone, right there. Arms are long by our side. We're gonna, when you're up on the ball, you wanna keep a nice solid torso. So I don't want it low and I don't wanna see you collapsing in like this. I wanna see a nice solid torso from your hips to your shoulders. Arms are long for a little bit of support. You're gonna exhale, lift your right leg up to chair leg position, set it back down, lift your left leg up to chair leg position. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. One more, both sides. Use your breath. Inhale down, last one. On this next one, you're going to leave your right leg up. Exhale, lift the right leg up, hold it there. Take another inhale. Exhale, bring the left leg up to join it. Your hips are balancing on this ball. Your torso is not collapsed though. You're keeping it nice and long. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, drop that right leg down and lift it back up. You want to keep the same bend in your knee. You're hinging from your hips. Don't need to tap the floor. You're just going to go down to where you feel solid and lift back up. If you go down and you feel your lower back arch up, that's too low. I like to inhale at the top, exhale throughout the whole lift or drop and lift. Inhale here, exhale down and up. One more, both sides. And I naturally do this with my fingers, and I forget to tell you guys sometimes. I like to put my thumbs on my ribs and my fingers on my hips and keep the same distance between that point. So I know if I'm staying solid in my torso. Good. Now from here, we're going to squeeze both legs together. We're going to inhale at the top. Exhale, drop the legs down. Don't arch that lower back, and then lift back up. You have to find the range that works for you. Don't just tap the floor to tap the floor. Tune into that core. Feel where it wants to give out almost. It's holding, it's holding, it's holding, it's holding. If I go any farther, I'm going to lose it. I lose the legs. I lose the lower back. So then that's where I'd lift back up. Inhale, exhale. One more. Good. Lift those legs straight up, arms down by your side. You're going to reach your right leg long, pull your left leg towards you, only as far as you can reach the right leg long. And go ahead and switch. Right leg towards you, left leg away. Good. Reaching long through those toes. How long can you make those legs? Breathing. One more both ways. Good. Now you're going to drop your right leg away from you, left leg towards you. You're going to move both legs in a half circle away from your body till the right leg is at the top, left leg is at the bottom. Now you're going to scissor once, scissor twice, do a half circle with those legs. Scissor once, scissor twice, do a half circle away from the body. Scissor, scissor, half circle. This is called helicopter. It's one of my favorites to open up those hips. Reach those legs long and away. Scissor, scissor, half circle. Keep control on top of that ball. Half circle. Scissor, scissor, half circle. Last one. Scissor, scissor, half circle. Good. Bend those knees to your chest. Connect the heels together. Reach them along and away like you're doing froggy. Bend those knees in. Those knees can open apart. Heels are glued together though. And push straight away. When you're pushing, squeeze those inner and outer thighs, making those legs as long as possible. Press out. Bend them in. And press out. Two more. Last one. Good. Go ahead and put those legs down. Lift those hips up. Take that ball out from underneath you. Drop that bum down to the ground. Grab those knees back to your chest and give a little roll back and forth. Good. Now we're going to roll onto our belly, bringing that ball with us, which I cannot hold on to today. It is like a hot potato. All right, laying on our belly, the ball is about an arm's distance in front of us. You're going to release those toes so that your feet are flat onto the ground. Arms are straight, both of hands are onto the ball. You're going to keep your head and neck in line with your spine, so you're going to look down at your mat. You can even rest your forehead onto the mat. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, push the tops of your feet into the floor. Push through that ball. Lift your upper back up and lift your hip points up with you. And then roll on down. Inhale down. Exhale. Roll that ball towards you as you push into it with your hands. And then release down. Two more like this. Staying strong through those shoulder girdles so that you're pressing through those hands. Connected to that back. Last one. And release down. Good. Leave the ball where it is. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press on up onto your forearms. You can put your palms flat onto the ground. We're not going to sink into our lower back. So sitting here, we're going to push into our forearms and we're going to tuck our tailbone so it lifts our hip points. We're going to pull our elbows back by our side. From our hips up to our shoulders is nice and solid. Take your right foot, kick your own butt. 3, 2, 1. Extend. Left foot. 3, 2, 1. And extend. Keep going like this and try to tune into your torso. Are you nice and solid or are you rocking and rolling? You want to be nice and solid. If you're not, release for a second. Push those forearms into the mat. Lift the hip points. Tuck the tailbone. Pull the elbows back. And kick your own butt. 2 more times, both sides. Last one. Right here. Good. Release all the way down. Grab that ball again. Lay your head onto one cheek. Grab that ball behind you and have your palms flat on each side of the ball. So your hands are going to look like this on the back of the ball. All right. So now we're going to inhale. As we exhale, we're going to kick our own butt. 3, 2, 1. And then reach that ball long as you press the tops of the feet into the mat. And then come on down. Kick your own butt. 3, 2, 1. And reach that ball down your body. And then back. In, 2, 3, and reach. Last one. Kick and reach. Whew. Such small movement. Go ahead and roll onto your side. Keep the ball close. Your bum and your shoulders are up against the back of your mat. Feet are towards the front of the mat. Your top hand is going to be on the ball. Push your bottom leg into the floor. Top leg, you're going to externally rotate. Point the toe, lift it up, flex, and bring it down. You can have a gentle push onto that ball, which is going to activate your obliques just a little bit more. Don't roll off those hips. Point the toe, lift it up, flex, and bring it down. 2 more. Last one. Hold the foot down, flex it forward, pull it forward. 3, 2, 1, point, pull it back. 3, 2, 1, point, flex, pull it forward, push into that ball, point, and pull it back. Flex, pull it forward, point, and pull it back. 2 more. Keep that rod through those hips so they don't move. Last one. Good. Come to center. Take that ball and you're going to put it between your ankles. You're going to lay all the way down onto the floor and you're going to put your top hand onto the ground as a little bit of a brace. Keeping those hips stacked, you're going to squeeze those legs together as you lift them up and lower them. Exhale, use your fingertips as a little bit of a brace in front of you. Blow out and lift. Keep the legs squeezing together, so squeeze that ball as you lift them all the way up and back down. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, we're going to hold it up, and then very slowly move the bottom leg forward, top leg back, top leg forward, bottom leg back. Not so far you lose the ball, but just a small movement forward and back. 2 more. Last one. Woo, come center, drop it down. Bend both knees in, switch to the other side. Your bum towards the back of the mat, feet towards the front, top hand onto the ball. All right, we're going to push that bottom foot into the mat. Hips are stacked. Point the toe, lift it up, flex, and bring it down. Point, lift. You can give a little push and bring it down. Point, lift, and flex. 3 more. 2. Last one. Go ahead and hold it down. Point that toe forward. Flex it forward. 3, 2, 1. Point and pull it back. 3, 2, 1. Try not to arch that torso as you pull that leg forward or back. Keep the torso solid. Come from the top of the leg and then pull from the back of the leg. Push onto that ball and pull back. 2 more. Last one. Good. Take that ball, bring it down between your ankles, right there. Lay all the way down. Put that top hand as a tent. You need that. It's super helpful. You're going to squeeze your two legs together. Keep them stacked as you lift both legs up and back down. Exhale, lift up, and then back down. And down. And down. 3 more. 2. Hold this next one up. Hold it up, and then move it forward and back. Forward and back. Breathing. Small movement. Slight squeeze that ball. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring them down. Grab that ball. You're going to sit up for just a second. Put your right foot under that ball. I'm going to start with my left foot, actually. Let me go this way. That way I can show you the right foot and you can actually see it. So you're going to put that ball underneath your right foot. You're going to lay all the way down. Your left foot is right next to it on the floor. We're going to do some bridges with one leg up on the ball. Arms are long by your side. This proves to you that you need those strong upper back and strong triceps as a good platform. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, push evenly through both feet. Lift those hips up. Feel this right hamstring turn on more. Just because this leg is lifted does not mean that our hips are lifted. Good. Breathe. Now you're going to take your left heel and you're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So your left heel is just lifting and lowering off the mat. Your right heel that's connected to the ball is just evenly pressing. Your right glute and hamstring should be getting angry. 2 more. Last one. Drop that left heel. Push that right leg out and roll it back in. Push it out and roll it in. Now when we do this, it's going to transfer a little bit of the weight over to that left leg, and it releases that right leg just a tiny bit. 3 more like this. Last one. Good. Pull it in, foot's underneath your knees, slowly roll down through that back. And then we're going to switch, which you can either just roll it over or you can sit up and fix it. But the ball is going to be under your left leg, right foot's flat on the floor. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, tilt that pelvis, press evenly through both feet and lift it up. Good. My left leg is wobbly right from the start. So we're pushing through that left leg, breathing. Now we're going to take our right heel and we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Still pressing through that left leg. That's the leg that's going to get angry here in this segment. 2 more lift and lowers. On this next one, hold that heel down, extend that left leg out, and pull it in. That's where it's going to shift to your right leg now as the full stabilizer, and a little bit more weight's going to come into that right hamstring and glute. 3 more. 2. Last one. Pull that leg in, slowly roll down, tailbone hits and release. Good. Go ahead and pull yourself up to a sitting position. Bring that ball with you. You're going to put that ball right between your knees and you're going to come into a tabletop position. Toes are going to be turned under. Wrists are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips. Ball is right between your knees. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze those legs together, squeeze the ball, and then just lift up an inch and relax back down. So breathe in, relax that belly. Exhale, squeeze the ball and lift up an inch. And release down. So you want to feel your core turn on. You release it here in your inhale. You exhale, squeeze the ball, engage that inner abdominals, and lift up. It's next to impossible to do in my mind without breathing. So I'm going to breathe here with you for a second. We're going to inhale, exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, relax down. exhale, squeeze and lift. 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale down. Last one. Good. Take that ball out. Come to a sitting position. Let's bring our right leg forward, left leg back. Both are going to have a bend in the knees. Right hand's going to be onto the ball. You're going to roll out onto that ball as you lift your left arm up and over. Bring your left arm up and over as you bring that ball back in. Reach the right arm out. Lift the left arm up and over. And then come back up. One last one like this. Reach out, lift up and over, and then twist. You can release the ball and you can reach both arms away. Breathing. Relax your back, hip, and leg. Your hip flexor might want to take over. Then untwist. You can have your forearm on the ground as you push up and reach over. Grab that left shin. Take the right arm up and over. And release. Keep with that left shin and reach the right arm up and over. And release. One last one. Breathe. And release. Good. Come to center and let's switch. Switch your legs. Take that ball over to the left side. You're going to put your hand onto the ball on the left. You're going to roll out that left arm, reach the right arm all the way up to the sky and over, keeping your shoulders stacked. And then release and roll back in. Good. Reach the left arm out, reach the right arm up and over. When I say keep them stacked, keep the right shoulder right directly on top of that left shoulder. And then roll back in. On this next one, you're going to push out, reach over. Once you're over, then you twist, get rid of the ball, reach both arms long. Breathe. Release that back hip. Good. Put the bottom forearm to the ground, untwist, and then reach that arm up. Come up to a sitting position. Grab the right shin, lift the left arm up and over. And release. One more time. Lift up and over. And release. Good. Relax those legs. Make them however is comfortable. Take a nice deep breath. Nice big inhale and exhale. On the next one, stop at the top. Grab that wrist. Reach up and over. Come to center. Grab the other wrist. Reach up and over. Come back to center and release. One last deep breath. Inhale and exhale. All right. Thanks for joining me, guys. Please comment. Tell me how you liked it and if you made it all the way through. And please subscribe. Enjoy my channel. See ya. Talk to you later.